Hello, everyone, and welcome inside the Red Earth Production Studios for another edition of Tips from TTO with our good friend, Megan Wallander from the tax office. Good morning, Megan.
Good morning. How are you?
I, of course, am always fabulous. Even with the demonstrative turmoil that is around us.
Yes, exactly.
I usually stay pretty fabulous.
You and me both. You and me both.
And so you got to.
Yeah,
We have to. We're just working.
Nothing more you can do about it but stay focused on what you can control.
That's
what
it.
Greg and I talk about all the time. Control what you can control.
And that's the biggest thing, you business folks out there. There's only so much you can do.
Yes.
Only so many things you can, control.
Mm-hmm.
There's the word.
Yep.
Senior moment.
We talked about,
and I'm not even ready a senior yet, but go ahead.
You're not. That was one thing I can say in my early days of management. That was something I had to really hone in on. Especially when you're managing a large group of people, even 5 people, control what you can control and pick and choose your battles.
Yeah. And that's true. Because as business owners, we're always looking at how are we going to grow? What's the situation like going forward? And there's so much that has been so uneven and so unpredictable.
Unpredictable. That's what I was going to say. Unpredictable. Yes. And that's every year, despite having catastrophical pandemics or, law changes, government changes and whatnot, running a small business, micro business is unpredictable.
And the thing about it is, we're in a situation where that's always been the case.
Yes.
No matter what, you're forecasting, you're working hard to create as many analytical situations as possible, to break down variables, to make assessments, to have a pretty good idea of what's coming.
What you're going to do over that next year, 3 years, 5 years. Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
unpredictable.
You're trying to predict it as best you possibly can. The tough thing right now is that's not different. It's just
there was a wrench thrown in the.
Well, I don't think it's just been ratcheted up.
It really has.
Because of these things, it's made it more difficult. We'll put it that way.
Yes, it has. Yes,
but
for small businesses alone. Yes.
But the fact remains, you can only still do what you can do.
What you can do.
Focus on your staff. Focus on your clients. Focus on the things you can control.
Right.
And keep working as you would, even though it's a little more difficult.
Right.
Stay focused on that, and I would bet money that you'll come out of this on the other side.
Oh, I have no doubt. Business owners are, we say they're part of the capitalism group. They have a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? They work hard. They're self-reliant. They don't typically rely on other people. They're self-motivated. And so as a small business owner, yes, there was, a couple of things thrown our way this past year. However, if you focus, just like you said, and I think that's a really important part for small businesses, focus on your team, utilizing these downtimes of unpredictability to really focus on your team and train and bring them forward. So when we do see that uptake, which we will, absolutely, your team is ready to go and ready for business.
And I think that's an important part of that. We're all going to have to deal with these things as we move forward. What can we do? How do we do this? We have clients. We have to take care of them. Focus on that.
Absolutely, focus on them.
Focus on the things that are positive. Focus on the things that will help your company. And what you can't control, you got to deal with the best you can.
Best you can, but don't stress on it. Don't stress.
Because it creates, I think that's where the people around you see that. Your family, your employees, the stress can be something that can drive your business down.
Absolutely, yeah. And we've seen it one too many times.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I know it's stressful. We understand that. And I'm not saying it isn't. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's not.
But work to take, and this is something, it just has been in my own mind because of my own business.
Absolutely.
We all are facing these same things. But if we work together this way, help each other in these ways, talk about how we can help each other be better in this situation, I think just bodes well for us all moving down.
It makes us stronger at the tail end of all this craziness.
And that's what we're here for. We're business
yes,
people.
absolutely.
Right? So let's talk a little bit here. We got some topics for you here. I know it's tax season and a pandemic.
Tax season and a pandemic. I heard that the other day, and I think that is a great thought process.
But we know that the tax office is here for you.
We are trucking right along. Greg is busy as ever. He does not leave the office. So couple of things that you might be unaware of, just, as far as tax season goes. The date to actually electronically file was moved back. Typically, it runs the end of January 26th, 27th. However, it was moved back to January 12th. So we have passed that date. So it is now, you can now submit your tax returns online or with your CPA. Don't wait to the last minute, because like we saw last year, we are going to see some delays in processing returns as well as getting your returns back. So don't wait to get that stuff in.
And that's something I didn't know. I did not know. I'm looking at this and I was like, what the heck is she talking about? I saw some notes she'd sent me and whatnot. And I was like, I didn't know you couldn't file your taxes till a certain date.
Yep.
And that was interesting. See, so you're learning something. It's normally on that January, what'd you say?
Yeah, it's usually at the tail end of January. The 26th, 27th is right around that time. There's a specific date that you can submit your returns, and the IRS will accept them, as well as there is what we call D-Day at the tax office.
What would happen if I submit mine on January 15th?
It will sit there.
It'll just sit there.
It will sit there.
It doesn't go anywhere.
It doesn't go anywhere, but it sits there. Yes,
Okay.
it sits there. So, but yeah,
It's not like it might get lost.
God, I hope not. I sure hope not. But yeah, it'll sit there. But yeah, there's a specific date that the IRS designates to be able to, they start accepting those returns.
Okay. All right.
As well as, April 15th still remains for the what we call D-Day at the tax office. The last day to file your return. Keep updated on those things that could change, like it did last year, due to what's going on in society right now. But it is still April 15th, so don't wait till the last minute. We always say get that stuff in. Corporate filing business taxes. Typically, if you are a business owner, you know that March 15th typically is that day. There are some different type of, S-Corp, LLC. There are different dates thrown in there. So I would urge you to visit our website. We'll have a link on there for you to find out what specific date is going to be for your business to file your tax return. So you don't want to miss those, because the penalties on missing that deadline for your business return are pretty hefty. So, and if you have any questions, definitely reach out to your CPA, your accountant, or here at the tax office. We'd be more than happy to get you those dates and whatnot.
So, and that's the thing. Having that resource center, remember, www.thetaxoffice.com/resource center.
And we'll have that link on there that's got, it breaks down even individual deadlines and business deadlines for your tax returns.
And that's the thing. Understanding and knowing, are you a partnership, LLC partnership?
Yes.
Are you a S Corp? Are you a C Corp? Are you a just an LLC?
Right, which is different from
Sole
the
proprietor.
partnership. Yes,
Right. So,
and all those dates, they vary just a bit. You might, we have businesses that have a fiscal year to where their year ends in May and it circles back around. So those dates just vary a little bit. So again, we'll have that link up there for anybody who's interested in knowing those dates and whatnot. So yeah, lots of stuff going on in the tax world. Changes coming. We will do our best to keep everybody updated as much as possible as soon as we get that information.
anything new on the PPP stuff going on?
Nothing's real new. They are still accepting applications for the second round of PPP.
Yeah.
There are a couple of different requirements. Again, we'll have that uploaded. We've got some information on our website, the resource page, about the PPP. But nothing's really changed. The criteria is a little bit different, but not by much that we're seeing. So yeah, if that's something that you do have to have, and this is something that I didn't think to reiterate, you do have to have a payroll to be able to apply for the PPP. It is a paper or a paper check protection program. So it is mainly for your payroll. There are, again, I do want to reiterate that there are SBA loans out there. If you are still needing some financial assistance, visit SBA.gov. There are resources on there. We do have a link on our Facebook, or not our Facebook, but our website as well for that information. So don't forget about those resources as well.
You know, I heard this morning on the way in, I was listening to the radio, and I heard on the news that President Biden has put a 2-week moratorium on filing for basically micro businesses.
Yes.
Employees, 20 employees or under and it's in the PPP.
It is. Yes.
Nobody else, large corporations cannot file right now.
Yes,
for that.
which I do agree on. That is a great move from this particular administration. Corporations, we're not typically seeing the downward spiral in your big corporations. Your micro businesses are the ones that are needing that financial assistance. So I do agree with that particular.
So I thought that was interesting.
Yes.
Over the next 2 weeks, anybody, I think it's 20 employees or
20
less.
employees or under, which considers a micro business.
And nobody else right now can file except those types of businesses.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So if you've got 20 or less, if
20
you're
or less,
looking for that,
yes. As far as employees go, something did they say if subcontractors follow that piece of the puzzle?
There was no extra. I didn't get any information.
Okay.
All I heard was that. So
Okay.
I think it's very interesting if you got questions about that and you're.
Because I did hear the 20 or less in there, but I did question the subcontractor. So I will do a little bit more research and I will get back to you folks on that piece of that puzzle.
Yeah, because we'll throw something out there, maybe just a little update on Facebook or something. I
would love to do that just to keep, because I do, we know as the tax office, we do have a lot of clients with payroll, but they also do have subcontractors. So, where do you fall in that category as well? So I will definitely get back to our viewers.
I think that's interesting, because over the next couple of weeks, and that's an interesting thought process.
Yes.
What we're doing there. So.
Okay. Absolutely. Just a couple of other things on that tax piece. I know we're kind of going off a little bit subject with tips and TTO, but we want to make sure that we give you all the benefits. So unemployment benefits were taxable. So that was not something that was talked about a lot at the beginning of the pandemic. They are taxable. So make sure that you're going to be receiving a notice in the mail from unemployment, and or you can log into your account that you set up when applying for the original unemployment last year, and basically print off an unemployment W-2. You'll need to take that to your tax consultant, your CPA, or if you do your taxes online, you'll need that to submit for your taxes for 2020 as well. If you did not receive the the first stimulus, which was the $1,200, $2,400 if you were married, including the kid stimulus if you have children at home, dependents, as well as the $600. If you did not receive either one or both or half, you might qualify for a rebate recovery credit on your tax return. So there is a section on there that you'll be able to enter, what portion you got or if you didn't, and if your 2020 return you qualify for that rebate, you might be able to get that on there. So if you're not aware of that, or you're a little confused on that, you can visit irs.gov. There is some information on that as well. And or contact your CPA or your accountant. They're going to know a lot of information about that. We are very well versed on the rebates for the stimulus. So because it's based off of your 2020 return versus when it first rolled out, they were going off of an estimated 2019, because a lot of people had not filed 2019 going into 2020. So you might qualify. So don't miss out on that money.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
That's a lot of information.
There's
Definitely,
a lot of information,
yes.
but that's why we want to do this. It's why we come here and bring this information. We're working hard here at the Rep with our partners like the tax office to bring information that's helpful to micro businesses. That's our goal. So if you want to learn more about what you can do, subscribe. If you please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, click on the bell, get your notifications for the next tips for TTO, for Hump Day with the Rep, and things that we've got coming out talking about micro business and micro business owners, and information that can help you achieve your goals. That's our goal here.
That's our target, definitely. Is to
Yeah.
target micro businesses.
We want to
Absolutely.
succeed. Everybody wants to succeed,
You bet.
and we're we all know what we're facing. So let's keep working together. We hope you find this information helpful. Again, the tax office, www.thetaxoffice.com. Go to the resource center, check those things out. A lot of stuff. Megan is there. If you're in need of accounting services, payroll services, bookkeeping, I think that's all under accounting. Yeah.
All that fun stuff and tax
Yeah.
preparation. We are here.
If you're looking to start up a new business, give them a call.
Absolutely.
They can help you out. Until the next time, everybody have a great day in the Lord and keep working hard.